Coming up on today's news, upperclassmen are having trouble finding housing off campus next semester. We have a live report on what issues many are facing. It's festival season here in New Orleans. We'll tell you why crawfish could cost you more.
Pain at the pump persists. Where are gas prices headed next? And new BSU royalty were chosen here on Loyola's campus. Find out who. PAC News starts right now.
Good evening, Wolfpack. I'm Jacoby Rivers.
And I'm Parker Boyd.
Upperclassmen are struggling to find housing for next semester due to low availability on campus. Reporter Jackie Galley is live in front of Carrollton Hall to discuss the uncertainty of housing lottery on which many juniors, seniors, and even some sophomores have to rely.
Thanks, Jacoby. Yes, for a lot of upperclassmen next semester, they will be forced to take their chances with the housing lottery, as you mentioned. Now, they do have the opportunity to fill out an exemption form and try their chances again if they are denied. However, there are no guarantees, and for many of them, they won't find out that they get housing until a month before classes start. Now, I don't know about you, but that sounds like a really tricky game to play, because to start looking for off-campus housing options, having only a month is probably not the best idea. So we will see how this turns out for a lot of students over the fall next semester. I'm Jackie Galley, live in front of the entrance to Carrollton Hall. Back to you, Wolfpack.
Jackie, the Associate Director of Residential Life, Jay Davis, suggests that students looking for off-campus housing help should check out the Community Student Association page. They can also reach out to the Student Government Association for additional help.
Victims of the recent hurricane in St. Bernard Parish are still struggling to get back on their feet after some of their homes were destroyed in Araby.
Despite the deadly twister, St. Bernard Parish Guy McGinnis says so far the tornado's damage does not meet the threshold for FEMA assistance.
But here at Loyola, students, faculty, and staff are doing what they can to support tornado victims. Last week, Loyola's law school encouraged students to participate in a drive at a local church, where community members gathered supplies to distribute to those affected.
Gas prices on the rise nationwide, and Loyola students are struggling to foot the bill. Ariana Blankley has the story.
As gas prices surge across the country, you'll see prices like this turn into this just a few blocks away. People are paying more at the pump, and senior Brittany Prats is certainly feeling the difference in her wallet and in her social life.
Well, it's gotten like kind of annoying lately because I go literally to work in Kenner and then I come to campus and then I go all the way back home to Mandeville. So it's like a lot of driving, so I'm having to fill up like once or twice a week. So it's like almost $100 every week out of my paycheck. So it's like majority of my paycheck is going to that. And it's caused me to like not go to some on-campus events that I wanted to go to because I don't want to waste the money on gas. Yeah.
Ariana Blakely, PAC News.
AAA reports that the current average price of gas per gallon in New Orleans is $4.03. The price is going down day by day.
And Louisianans aren't just paying more for gasoline. Prices are up for crawfish too, and an industry insider tells us why. Harlan Pierce of the Gulf Seafood Institute said crawfish prices rose initially in January and February because of cold weather. And now that Easter is approaching, demand is high, which is affecting what you pay for crawfish. He says prices are always up around the Easter holiday.
Speaking of crawfish, is this a good weekend to have a crawfish boil? Kayla Gaston has the answer.
Hello, Wolfpack. After a weekend of rainy-sunny weather, the sunshine stuck around today with temperatures near 80 degrees. This is quite a teaser for what to expect this summer, minus the humidity we all New Orleans are forced to cope with. I have bad news. The stormy skies will return tomorrow morning in the late evening, so you will need to bring out those rain boots. Be careful as you attend this week's Wednesday Wolfpack lineup of events on campus due to a straight thunderstorm or two being possible, mostly dry and humid weather as well. Thursday begins the onset of cooler evenings into the weekend, with temperatures reaching a high of 70 and a possible low of 54. So bring out those jackets and forget about seafood boils. This was your week forecast. Have a wonderful week.
Thanks, Kayla. The carnival season is over, but on Loyola's campus, there was a recent coronation, and Waldemar Park was rocking. We'll show you why.
Dad?
Just 1 minute, okay?
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Do clouds take naps?
I couldn't tell you.
Can birds draw pictures?
I don't have an answer for that.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
Me and my boy Matt had it good. He had catnip that was off the hook. But one day, he brings a girl home, and she's allergic to cats. Every sneeze was a nail in my coffin. Now I'm in a shelter. It's decent, but they don't even have Wi-Fi.
What do you think you're doing, Kevin?
Was just gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
Like hearing voices?
Like your text-to-emoji ratio?
Oh man, the selfies. Selfie, nailed it.
We all have warning signs that let us know that we're probably not okay to drive. Mine is pretending to be your subconscious.
Craig, come on man, let's split a ride home.
Loyola's Black Student Union crowned the organization's new royalty. Jabez Bernyard shows us who they are.
Tonight, BSU is back. 5 lucky candidates are competing for the title of 2022 BSU Royalty. And I'm not one of them, so I'll just be borrowing this for now.
After a year-long hiatus due to the pandemic, the Black Student Union brought back their annual pageant to select their Royal Campus representatives. Faith Hogg, Tori Johnson, Morgan Love, Paisley Williams, and Zadaria Wilson Jr. took to the stage for the multi-part pageant. Students attending the all-black affair watched as the contestants showcased their formal wear, shared their platforms, demonstrated their talents, and impressed with their street style. At the end of the night, the audience voted for their favorite contestant for the People's Choice Award. They named Paisley Williams their winner.
To win People's Choice, I mean, it's wonderful. Like, it's almost as wonderful as BSU. Like, I love it. I love it here.
As for the Royal Crowns, the judges panel chose Faith Hogg and Morgan Love as the 2022 BSU Queens. Love said she is honored to have a platform to make changes on campus.
The Black Student Union is such a vital and important organization on our campus, especially with being a PWI. And to have this position, to be a representative, and be able to show my face on campus and people know what this means, to know what the Black Student Union is, it's just amazing. And I'm so honored to be in this position.
Hogg is also glad to be a part of the organization's legacy.
I remember at one point in time just questioning what my purpose was and what I was doing here at Loyola, and I feel proud to know that now I have that space, and now I am not just representing myself but the students that look like me, to make sure that even after I'm gone from Loyola, that the students that look like me have a space to feel appreciated on Loyola's campus.
This is Jabez Berniard reporting.
Information on the winners' platforms and plans for the year, you can visit the Maroon site to read the full story.
A plethora of stars performed this weekend at the March Madness Music Festival in Waldemar Park. Local artist Trombone Shorty and Orleans Avenue, as well as Grammy winner Lucky Dave, took the stage. Crowds also saw performances from Bea Bea, The Kid Leroy, Khalid, Imagine Dragons, and Malcolm Moore. After performing his set, Malcolm Moore even announced that he plans to release an album later this year. The festival came to New Orleans in celebration of the NCAA Final Four and Championship games. The championship is tonight, April 4th, between Kansas Jayhawks and North Carolina Tar Heels, and only one can win.
The Wolfpack and the Green Wave have come together from opposite sides of the Ferret to collaborate. Brooklyn Joyner has more on an upcoming music festival.
Loyola and Tulane are low-key two separate entities entirely. As far as the student bodies, we kind of stay to ourselves. And these kinds of shows really allow us to intermix and
cross audiences.
Yeah, and gain new fans and stuff like that.
2022 spring semester, students from Loyola and Tulane University plan to host a music festival called the Hypno Festival. Brendan McLennan, one of the creators of the event, said,
"We decided to make the name Hypno Fest, short for hypnotic, if you will, having sort of a trippy vibe, inspiration from the 60s. If you take a look at the posters and things around campus and on social media, there's a lot of bright colors. Our goal here is to really create more of a cohesive community between the two schools. You should expect a really great atmosphere, sort of rainbow lights on the sides, great sound system. The acts themselves are a really diverse group.
Zaria Sims Collective will be a 7-member ensemble on the Hypno Festival's lineup. Band leader and Loyola student Zaria Sims says she can't wait to play their music for this joint student body.
I try to stick to writing original music that is melodically and rhythmically interesting. So excited and also just so relieved that this is my life right now compared to the past 2 years, which have been honestly dreadful musically. My ideal Hypno Fest looks like amazing act after amazing act after amazing act. I see a lot of people shaking their booties, clapping their hands, stomping their feet.
The date and location of the Hypno Festival is still to be determined. For more information, visit Hypno Festival on Instagram. This is Brooklyn Joyner with the Maroon Minute.
Originally set for this weekend, Hypno Fest has now been pushed back. For more updates on the event's new date and time, visit the Instagram page Hypno Fest and also be on the lookout for Hypno Fest posters around campus.
Dance Marathon was a success last Saturday. Event organizer Daniel Harris said it is less than $100 shy of his $4,000 goal and money is still rolling in. The 6-hour-long Raise-a-thon at Loyola fundraisers for New Orleans Children's Hospital, which is part of Children's Miracle Network. The marathon featured food, a jazzercise class, merch tables, and plenty of music. While the event was free to attend, those who registered got a free t-shirt. Out of the over $3,500 raised, most of the donations came from Loyola students and alumni, according to Dance Marathon co-president Emily Chapin. For senior Whitney McBay, the cause hit close to home. McBay attended the event along with many of her sisters in a Delta Gamma sorority. McBay has been part of the Dance Marathon since her freshman year, have been present for 2 years. She said, quote, "I have a friend whose 95% of her care came from Children's Miracle Network hospitals, and that is why she is still here today. I have really done Dance Marathon for her." Chaplin said that she, along with co-president Sydney Randall, hopes to make the Dance Marathon even bigger next year.
And up next, stay tuned for an exclusive interview with a women's golf team athlete and find out the story her team made last week.
Dad?
Just 1 minute, okay?
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Do clouds take naps?
I couldn't tell you.
Can birds draw pictures?
I don't have an answer for that.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look,
Welcome back. It's been a great semester for Loyola Athletics, and the men's basketball team isn't the only sports program making history. The women's golf team is having a great season, and golfer Emma Smithers is here to talk to me about it. Emma, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
So the golf team recently won 2 tournaments back-to-back and then finished runner-up at another. How does it feel to get those big wins?
It feels really good. The team as a whole was kind of like not nervous, but wasn't like fully confident with it. We switched coaches in between the fall and the spring, and so to come out and win the first one with a new coach, and then go back-to-back weeks and do it right again with a new coach has been huge.
Yeah, I mean, I imagine that's a big adjustment.
It is.
And seems like you've made it pretty quickly. It seems like everybody likes your new coach?
Yeah, it was a pretty easy switch because in the fall he was our assistant coach. And then whenever they were going through the hiring process, they saw all the applicants, they, interviewed everybody, and they just decided that was the guy for the job, and I think that they made the right decision.
Cool. Yeah, I mean, the team's doing so well that you just recently reached the Loyola women's golf team's highest ever national ranking in the NAIA coaches poll.
Yeah.
What's this team doing differently that's led to so much success this year?
I think that after last year at Nationals, we had the best team finish in history, and we saw that we could have played better there, and we all know that we're capable of being higher up in the rankings. So even where we are now, that's not where we want to finish. We want to be well within the top 5, and really we would like to win Nationals.
Sounds like a good goal.
Yeah.
How, I guess, are you making any changes going forward to get to that goal, or do you think you're on track?
I think that we're on track, but there's always things that can improve. For me personally, I look at how I've played in the tournament the week before. I go through all my stats and I figure out, all right, I didn't putt very well this week, so next week I really need to put some emphasis on doing that better. And it's really like an individual thing for everybody. Everybody kind of goes through. Our coach likes to tell us, think about what you did, what you're proud of, and what you could improve, and you use those things and you move forward with them. And I think that everybody has really done a good job of doing that this spring.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like the golf team has a lot to be proud of.
Yeah.
Emma, thanks so much for joining us.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
After the break, we'll meet one Loyola student who's a neuroscience major by day and a fashion designer by night. Also, Loyola's first maskless musical since before the pandemic.
Dad?
Just 1 minute, okay?
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Do clouds take naps?
I couldn't tell you.
Can birds draw pictures?
I don't have an answer for that.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
I'll never forget the day our landlord called and said, read your lease. No pets allowed. My owner tells him my dog ate the lease, but that didn't work. And now I'm stuck in a shelter. But this pit bull is ready for a new crib. I'm loving, loyal, and play well with others. So don't be intimidated by all my muscles, because the biggest one I have is my heart. That's right, I said it.
Hey, you think you're probably sober?
Yeah.
But you're thinking about taking the back roads home, just in case. If you're probably sober, then why would you do that? Good choice.
Probably okay isn't okay. If you see a warning sign, stop and call a cab, a car, or a friend.
That's a full glass of wine. I'll be chatting you later.
This neuroscience major shows us how fashion is universal. Kayla Gaston has the story.
China Dix is a neuroscience major who says she cannot be placed in a box.
And a lot of times people only saw me as like academic or school. She only liked school, but it's very far from the truth for me. So yeah, I encourage people who aren't necessarily seen as creatives to still be creative.
Sewing since the age of 14, her love for fashion is still present today.
I think I started sewing in, I guess, the youngest age I could give myself, 8th grade, in home ec class. It's not when I learned to sew, but that's when I was like, okay, this is still fun, and I made like these little pajama pants that I still have.
As an up-and-coming designer, Dix envisions her brand to be inclusive and accessible for all.
That if I ever came out with something, I don't want to rush something where it's not accessible to everyone. So I think designing like wearable fashion that you can make your own, but that has like something, like it's mine, I made it.
China's favorite creation is?
It's like this tie shirt, it's like on my Instagram, it's like this pink tie shirt, and I just love, it's like flowy, and I love strings and stuff like that, and it has all the things I like in a shirt.
She views fashion as a realm to showcase her growth.
I want in the future to create like a line or a collection for me to see how like I've encapsulated how I've grown in my journey.
Signing out with the Wolfpack, Kayla Gaston.
And Kayla Gaston herself is on her way to fashion school at Parsons in New York City next year. Congratulations, Kayla.
Student side hustles or gigs that bring in additional income will be on display in the St. Charles Room this week. The Center for Entrepreneurship is hosting a Side Hustle Expo this Tuesday, April 5th during the window. At the event, students can vote for their favorite side hustle and even learn how to start one of their own.
Coming up this week, the Creative Connect Career Expo will host a variety of creative employers in fields like communication, arts, film, and advertising. Students can connect with local and national employers, including the Audubon Nature Institute, WGNO, and Billion Dollar Boy, for internships, part-time, and full-time employment. This Career Expo will take place Thursday, April 7th from 12 to 3 p.m. in the St. Charles Room. Pre-registration is not required, but can be done on Handshake.
Head Over Heels, presented by the Loyola Department of Theater, Arts, and Dance, opened this weekend. Not only did this mark Loyola's return to maskless musicals for the first time in 2 years, it was also the New Orleans premiere of Head Over Heels. This jukebox musical, featuring the music of the Go-Go's, follows the citizens of the Kingdom of Arcadia as they journey to protect their infamous beat, finding love and learning to accept a new way of living along the way. Department Chair C. Patrick Gendusa said, quote, "It's such a perfect show for now because it's so much about love and acceptance and all kinds of love." You still have 4 chances to catch the show this Wednesday through Saturday at 7:30. Tickets are on sale through the College of Media and Music and Media's website.
The Muslim holy month of Ramadan began last weekend, and Loyola is hosting an event dedicated to it this Saturday. The Atlas Foundation of New Orleans will present a Ramadan Dialogue at dinner Saturday, April 9th at 6 p.m. in the St. Charles Room. Tickets are $20, but can be requested for half that price from Associated Director of Ministry Ken Weber.
That, sir, sounds like a delicious day, and for you to learn about new cultures.
Yes, absolutely.
I'm serious, Parker. You got to sign up for that.
Oh, you bet.
That's news from now, y'all.
Have a great night, Wolfpack.